As I look back on my life, I thought to myself, I regret many things. Like all the times with my ex when I lied, broke promises, did other stuff I can't say on here, hurt her, made her feel bad about herself, and many more things. And I will never be able to go back and change what I've done. And today, these are the 3 biggest regrets of my life. So number 3, so it was Christmas of Thanksgiving of 2023. Went to my grandma's house, and maybe my dad could tell when my grandpa was not feeling great, because he was usually quiet when he was sick, and we could tell. And he told us that he had cancer. And we were just talking about it, and we were watching a basketball game, and I was talking to him about the game, and I was talking to him about how good the Thunder are going to be in the next couple of years. And he was telling me about how good the Thunder were going to be in a couple of seasons. And they won a championship, and that really reminded of him that day. But anyways, it was time to leave, and I thought to myself, tell him you love him. And I gave him a hug and just walked out the door. So when I sat back in the car, I thought to myself, this was the last time I'm ever going to see him. I just effed up. And to this day, I regret that more than anything. Alright, well, number 2. So, in middle school, I tried out for the 7th grade team, right? Basketball team. And the coach said I didn't have enough skills. And he knew I had potential, but I just sat on my ass because that year everyone was telling me that, bro, coach was saying that we need you on the team. So I was like, yeah, I already have my spot. Then 8th grade comes around, 8th grade tryouts come around. I don't put any work in. I'm the same player. And I make it to the very last day, and the very, very, very last person cut. You know what he says to me? You were only here because I know your aunt. And he knew that I didn't put any work in, and he just did that because he was just being nice because I had connections. And I regret that because 9th grade was the same thing. I was just kind of over it. But July, I was like, I'm going to prove him wrong. But I trained for 2 days, still, and then just gave up after that. But I went to try out sneaking. I want to prove him wrong. Same thing happened. Got cut. Same thing happened this year. I went in there saying, I'm going to prove him wrong. But I feel like I did pretty good the first day, but not the second day. But I regret not taking the opportunities to get better when I had them. Because all the cards were on the table. I just never picked them up. But anyways, this is the last one. I'm trying to think of something that I haven't talked about on this channel. But, sorry. You know what, I can talk about this. So, the first time me and my ex broke up was because she felt peer pressured into breaking up, and I basically begged her to get back with me. And I regret that because I got worse. I was better for like 2 weeks, but I was not oh my gosh, I was not myself with her. Sorry. I don't know where my head was with her. I don't know where that person came from, because it's not me. I don't know what happened. And to be honest, at the time, she was one of the greatest people I've ever met. But now she makes school a living hell. Because I made a stupid decision I've already talked about on this channel that I really do not want to get into. But the day after we broke up, we were talking like 3 a.m. and she sent me a whole bunch of messages. She was crying and telling me how much she missed me. And I cried for hours thinking about that. But the first thing she told me was after that, be honest. And I tried so hard to change that. But it didn't work. And eventually it just got worse and worse and worse. To the point it was, everything that I was saying was a lie. For no reason. But something that I'll never forget, she said, I have 5 guys on my phone that I could hit up and they would get with me instantly. And you know what? She cheated on me too. She was talking to her current boyfriend for like a week. She was mad at me for an entire week. And she was talking to another guy. And I'm the bad guy at school. Nobody else knows that part. But my biggest regret is not listening to myself, because I knew that something bad was going to happen and I was just going to end up hurt again. The first time was the good part. It hurt in the moment. But now that I'm thinking about it, my life would have been so much better off without her. Anyways, guys, sorry this is kind of a dark video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And as always, if you guys have any questions, I will do my best to answer them in the comments. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.